Hello everyone and welcome to our Sengoku Dynasty Survival Guide. We are going over roads today, how to make them, the different road choices that are out there. So let's get into it. So to unlock roads, we'll find it here in basic structures, paths and roads, and we have all these different options. Now a lot of these were already unlocked when the update dropped that had them. So I'm not sure the exact way to unlock some of these, but I can kind of guess. I do believe the dirt path and the sand path are two that are unlocked kind of as you proceed through the game, like the game's main quest. But when it comes to like the gravel path, the rough stone path, and the stone path, I'm pretty sure this will probably get unlocked when you pick up like a rock for the first time. And then we also have cobblestone road here, which we know we can see. To unlock this, we will need chiseled stone. So that is obviously kind of what we need for that. Now, when it comes to making these guys for dirt and sand, you don't need any kind of resource. It's kind of like a very basic road. So if you just need like, something to just to have something there, maybe you're going to use it even just to kind of line your village, use it as a blueprint, whatever. These are both really good tools for that, and we'll kind of go over to see which one, what they both look like. Then you have the gravel path, this rough stone path, and the stone path. All of these require one stone, and that is one per block, which you'll see here once we get into the actual building. And then if you want to make the cobblestone, it sounds like you're probably going to need chiseled stone, so you'll have to make that. So let's go ahead and just kind of like start making a few of these just to kind of see what they look like. You can kind of see that this has a little bit more freedom. It's not like locked to a grid, which is nice. So here's the dirt path, and we'll just kind of just do a little bit like that. All right, and I think interesting. Okay, so how you do this basically is you first be like, yep, this is where I want it, and then you basically can just be like, yes, this is what we want. So then we're gonna go ahead, I guess, and just do like that. And then I guess we exit out. And then we just hit. All right, interesting. So it's a little bit wonky, I guess. It's a little bit weird. But basically the idea here is you basically you make your path and then exit out of the building, and then you hammer it into place. So that's basically kind of like their normal road, it looks like what we have there, the dirt road. So besides that, let's go into the sand road now, which I'm a little curious to know what that looks like. So again, we'll do the same thing where we'll be like, yeah, we'll do it right here. That looks great. We're going to exit out, and then we will just hammer in place. All right, so that is what that looks like, which, if you want to make kind of like a beachy, I guess, area, there you go. Now, what we have, I did pick up some stones. We can make some of these stone pathways as well. We'll start with a gravel path. We'll just put that right there, and we'll put it right there. And then this is where you are going to need at least one stone per section. So make sure that, if you want to make really long roads, just make sure you have enough stone or chiseled stone for that. So this is what the gravel looks like, which is kind of interesting. Not bad, not bad. And then we have our rough stone path. Same thing here. We're going to just do that and then put that there and hammer it in place. There we go. So that's kind of an interesting, look. Like, this definitely would be good, kind of like for, like, a temple area or something that's a little bit more like a garden or even like a farm. Because it's got all that moss in there, so that's very interesting. And then the final one that I can show, since I don't have, unfortunately, the cobblestone road, but you can kind of get the sense of what it looks like there, is the stone path. So let's get that one up as well. It's very interesting. You can kind of like go like this. All right, so this is obviously something that looks a little bit more like this is your main street, you know. So not bad looking, honestly. All of these pretty fun. I do like that they have different, materials, textures for these roads. So it kind of opens up the door to being a little bit more creative in how you present your town. I'm probably going to keep these here just for reference. Eventually, I'll destroy them, but kind of like a painter's canvas, you know. Got to take a look at what we got. So that is roads, and then just out of curiosity, I do want to. I'm kind of curious to know if like you could put like a layer on top, and if you do, what happens? Let's just try it. We're gonna put the dirt on top of this just to see what happens here. So not too much. I would say maybe unless that already existed. There's some more kind of like dirt on around it. Let's try the sand. The sand might be a little bit easier to see. So let's try this again. It is interesting that you can technically stack on top. So let's go ahead and hammer these in. I'm not seeing much of a change here, so I guess it doesn't really stack on top of each other. But you can, because you are able to, get on each other's nodes, if that makes sense. You could, have them touching or having one lead into the other. Basically, a bunch of different ways to get creative. So let me know what road you are leaning towards. And again, there is the chiseled as well, which is probably going to be like this, just a little bit more organized with like how the stone all sits. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking for your little villages. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.